before you curse the pain again. Listen, that ache inside you, the pressure, the doubt, the exhaustion, it isn't here to destroy you. It's here to build you. Every person you've ever admired, every legend you've ever quoted, walked through fire before they ever found the light. Because pain is not punishment, it's preparation. It's life testing how badly you really want what you say you want. Napoleon Hill said, "Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." He wasn't being poetic. He was revealing the law. You cannot rise without resistance. You cannot expand without pressure. You cannot become strong without being broken first. Think about it. Edison failed 10,000 times before light filled a single room. Lincoln lost over and over before his name was carved into history. Carnegie faced ridicule before he built an empire of steel. Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Ford was told horses are the future. Every single one of them bled in silence long before the world called them geniuses. Pain is life's forge. It melts down the weak version of you, the one addicted to comfort, validation, and excuses, and reshapes you into someone who can carry success. Because success isn't given to those who want it. It's entrusted to those who've earned it through fire. And the fire never feels fair. It burns through your plans. It humbles your ego, tests your patience. But every time you rise instead of retreat, you're proving that the version of you being born is stronger than the one that fell. That's what Hill meant when he said, "Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle." Look at your pain differently. It's not a wall. It's a signal. It's your soul whispering, "You're outgrowing this level." The pressure you feel is the friction of transformation. The frustration you feel is the stretching of your potential. And the fear you feel, that's just the border between your current identity and the next one waiting for you. You can numb it, you can run from it, or you can learn from it, because pain is a teacher that never lies. It will show you exactly where you are weak, distracted, or still chained to your old self. And if you face it, if you stay through the discomfort, it will reward you with clarity, focus, and strength that no comfort zone can ever give. The people who win in life, they're not the ones who avoid pain. They're the ones who assign meaning to it. When life knocks them down, they don't say, "Why me?" They say, "Show me. Show me what I must learn. Show me what I must become. Show me what weakness must die in me for greatness to live." Because pain, when used correctly, becomes transformation in disguise. When you understand that the storms stop being threats, they become teachers. The setbacks stop being failures. They become fuel. And every scar becomes a reminder. You survived what was meant to break you, and you came out built for battle. You see, the world celebrates the victor, but it's the invisible hours that decide who wins. The late nights no one claps for. The quiet tears no one sees. The doubts you face when no one's cheering. That's where champions are born. Because when the lights go out, and you're left alone with your thoughts, you either surrender to your pain, or you let it sharpen you. And in that silence, something incredible happens. You realize that pain was never the enemy. It was your invitation to rise higher, to dig deeper, to finally become the version of yourself capable of handling the life you've been praying for. So the next time it hurts, don't ask for it to stop. Ask what it's trying to teach you. Because every setback, every heartbreak, every failure is sculpting a part of you that comfort could never reach. Pain is polishing your character. It's humbling your pride. It's preparing your spirit to carry something greater. And one day, when you finally win, you'll realize it wasn't luck. It wasn't timing. It was transformation. The pain didn't break you. It built you. So keep going. Keep walking through the fire. Keep building even when it burns. Because on the other side of your pain is not just success. It's evolution. The world doesn't need another person who gave up when it got hard. It needs you refined, resilient, reborn. That's how pain transforms you. Not into a survivor, but into the kind of person who wins again and again. Remember this, the fire you're walking through now is the same fire that forges gold. Stay in it long enough, and you'll shine. You think pain is your enemy, but one day you'll see it was your greatest mentor. Because the truth is, pain never arrives empty-handed. It always brings a message, a mirror, a choice. Will you run from it, or will you rise through it? Most people run. They numb, distract, complain, trying to outpace the very thing that came to evolve them. But you're starting to understand. You don't heal by avoiding the storm. You heal by standing in it and learning how to dance with lightning. Look back at every turning point in your life. The promotion, the discipline, the courage to walk away. They were all born in discomfort. Because growth doesn't happen when you're safe. It happens when you're stretched. when life forces you to question everything you thought you were and rebuild from the ground up. Napoleon Hill called it temporary defeat. He said, every adversity, every failure, every heartbreak carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. But the seed doesn't bloom on its own. You have to plant it in the soil of persistence. You have to water it with faith. You have to stand guard against the weeds of doubt and fear that try to choke it before it grows. That's what separates those who break from those who build. You see, pain doesn't destroy you. It reveals you. It shows you who you are when the mask falls off, when no one's watching, when everything you thought defined you is stripped away. That's when your true character walks out of the fire. Henry Ford lost everything twice before his vision finally took root. Walt Disney had to sell his dream for pennies before the world saw his magic. Abraham Lincoln was crushed by failure and loss before he learned how to lead through compassion. Their stories weren't written in comfort. They were written in pain, in the nights when nothing made sense, and faith was all they had left. And that's exactly where you are now. The pain you feel today is sculpting the strength you'll need tomorrow. Is training your endurance, sharpening your focus, fortifying your will. Every tear, every disappointment, every heartbreak, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you, because the universe doesn't give warriors easy paths. It gives them the exact challenges that forge their greatness. Your suffering is the price of awakening. Your struggle is the birthplace of power. You are being prepared for something your current self could never carry. Don't wish it was easier. Wish to become strong. Don't ask for fewer problems. Ask for greater wisdom, because pain is not here to take from you. It's here to trade weakness for wisdom, comfort for capacity, doubt for destiny. And if you can stay in the fire long enough, you'll begin to see the pattern. Every heartbreak refined your compassion. Every rejection redirected your purpose. Every loss made room for alignment. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. The universe was chiseling you one strike at a time into the kind of person who can hold success without collapsing under it. And when you finally emerge, when the smoke clears and you see who you've become, you'll realize something profound. Pain didn't change you. It revealed you, peeled back every layer that wasn't you, every excuse, every mask, every illusion. And what's left is truth, raw, powerful, undeniable. That's when you stop fearing pain. You start thanking it, because it made you ready. You are not the same person who walked into the fire. You are stronger, sharper, calmer, more dangerous in the best way possible, because now you know what you can survive. That's the real reward. Not just success, but self-mastery. So when pain knocks again, don't run. Invite it in. Learn from it. Let it refine you, not define you. Because the person who learns to use pain becomes unstoppable. And when you rise from that furnace, you won't just win. You'll become the person who always does. Remember, diamonds are just coal that refuse to break under pressure. Be the diamond. There comes a moment when the pain no longer breaks you, it builds you. When every scar becomes a signature of survival. When the struggle that once made you question everything becomes the proof that you were always meant for more. That's when you stop asking, why me? And start declaring, try me. Because somewhere along the path of heartbreak and failure, you stopped being a victim of your circumstances and became the architect of your destiny. Napoleon Hill said, every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. But what he didn't say, what he implied, is that only those who endure long enough to water that seed ever see it bloom. Pain is the test. Faith is the answer. Persistence is the bridge between who you are and who you could become. That's the silent law behind every success story the world has ever told. Edison burned through 1,000 failures before one light turned on. Lincoln was buried under defeat before history called him great. Carnegie, Ford, Rockefeller, all of them forged in difficulty, refined in delay, and crowned by endurance. They didn't escape pain. They evolved through it. So when life breaks you, understand, it's not the end. It's initiation. When you're down to nothing, when every door is shut, that's when the old you dies, and the new you begins to breathe. Because pain is the universe's way of saying, you're ready to become someone greater. You're being stripped of weakness, burned free of illusions, molded into power. Don't resist it. Don't curse it. Rise through it. Every second you survive the storm, you're being remade in its fire. And one day, when others see your strength, your calm, your purpose, they'll think you were born that way. But you'll know the truth. You were built that way by pain, by patience, by persistence. That's how you become the person who wins. Not because life made it easy, because you refused to quit when it was hard. You faced your demons and you made them your teachers. You faced your darkness and you turned it into light. So here's the truth. Pain is not your punishment. It's your preparation. The universe isn't against you. It's training you. Because only those who've walked through fire can carry the light for others. And that's who you are now, a light carrier, a proof that transformation is real. So when the next wave hits, don't pray for calm seas. Pray for stronger hands on the oar. Because you were never meant to drown. You were meant to rise. And when you do, you'll understand that the pain didn't just make you stronger. It made you unstoppable. This is how pain turns you into the person who wins. And that's who you are now, a light carrier, a proof that transformation is real. So when the next wave hits, don't pray for calm seas. Pray for stronger hands on the oar. Because you were never meant to drown. You were meant to rise. And when you do, you'll understand that the pain didn't just make you stronger. It made you unstoppable. This is how pain turns you into the person who wins. How pain turns you into the person who wins.